Greetings, friends. Happy Wednesday. The word for today is transfiguration, and this comes from the Sabian symbol for today, and it's a direct teaching related to the death card, which is the tarot card for Scorpio, for this month of Scorpio. And transfiguration refers to a total transformation of form or appearance. Another word for transfiguration would be metamorphosis. And it has to do, our traditional way of understanding transfiguration is the taking on of light, which is what's happening now to each of us, an expanded consciousness that is enabling us to take on more light. We are literally changing who we are. From our cellular level, at the level of DNA, we are transfiguring who we are. We're transfiguring our reality. We're transforming by taking on light. And metamorphosizing, is that a word? So there's a quality right now in the season of autumn, for those of us who live in the northern hemisphere, of being aware of cycles of change, of things going deep now, and of the nature of light moving within. And this feeling of the depths requires us to trust in change. And that's also part of the teaching of the death card, of the inner strength, the skeleton, and the flexibility, the dancing, and then the spiraling bubbles moving up to the top of the water, which signify the eagerness and willingness to participate in ongoing cycles of change. So we are engaged in a great cycle of change, and we are in the annual cycle of change and the annual season that strengthens our ability to fully participate from a sense of inspiration and a sense of connection and the experience of receiving light. That specifically was the key inner signature of the full moon chart also, and I talked a little bit about that yesterday, of the PowerPoint of drawing down the light. So we have a capacity now to receive light at a new level, and to experience this process of metamorphosis that's happening. We need to be able to trust, to move within and trust and feel and know that the change is happening, no matter how uncomfortable. The disseminating phase where we are right now in the lunar cycle is ruled by the number 7, which is process, engaging in process and showing up for the process with valor, committing to the dynamics of change, which is this vibrating rod in the middle, that it might be hard to hold and it might be super strong and intense, and what's necessary now is just the willpower to show up, to be willing to learn, to be willing to see and experience where we've done well and where maybe we've missed the mark, and to even despite all the awareness of past experience, to commit to the inner sword of realization and the inner sword of truth, the awareness of truth, in order to move forward and come back to alignment. So know that you have the ability today to connect with light in ways you never have before. And we are at a threshold. You are at a threshold. The metamorphosis that's happening within is very real. And it is happening from the inside out. And you can see it in others. Many comments have been happening in circles. It's been a common comment in mystery school circles for the last month for someone to say, wow, I'm super challenged right now. And for everyone else to say, you look amazing. You are glowing. You are radiant. So know that we are helping each other through this process of transfiguration. We are in it. It's happening. We are here and we're doing it. Your job right now is to be present and to also communicate that awareness of what you see in others. It's super validating when someone else can say, I hold space for the challenges you're feeling, and at the same time, I want to share how you are so filled with light. because that can really help us get a sense of context for how we are moving through challenges in a new way and at a new level. So I wish you an amazing day of metamorphosis, of flexibility in change, of trust in the seeds that are being formed and haven't yet germinated or broken open. Futility is another aspect of this disseminating phase, the awareness of patterns of futility or fear of failure, when actually it's just a process and there's a great deal of growth happening that is has yet to flower. So have an amazing day, filled with light, filled with eagerness and trust in what is brewing and growing underneath the surface, and for the beauty of all that you are.